One of the big problems with people is we don't fucking use our bodies. So when you're pumping all this food in there and nothing happens, it's just caking the walls of your fat abdomen. That's one of the main problems that people have. It's a sedentary lifestyle issue. Then you're also dealing with who's making this milk. Is this at a farm where these cows are roaming through healthy grass fields and you don't even have to worry about using any sort of homogenization process or pasteurization process? You could drink that milk raw because it's fresh coming right off the cow. Well, if you had that, you'd probably be way better off. And your body would probably digest it better. Assuming a bunch of things. The cows aren't infected. There's no disease. There's no issues. Everything's been done correctly as far as maintaining their nutrition. But if you did that, I guarantee you, if you're eating healthy, raw milk, people wouldn't have nearly as many health problems. You're drinking dead stuff that's not supposed to exist in the wild. It's not just the fact that you're drinking milk that comes from a cow and you're a person. It's also the fact that that thing is dead. There's protein in there, there's calcium, but it's been boiled and fucking heat treated and shooting laser beams through it and shit. That's not, you're never supposed to get milk like that. It doesn't exist. So you just start farting, and your stomach starts rumbling, and people go, oh, he's lactose intolerant. You're just drinking dead shit.
Yeah.
It's just how hardy is your system.
And then you replace it with like all these probiotics they're trying to sell you now that's live shit to kill the dead shit you just put in your gut.
And to enhance the environment, the neighborhood of your stomach. Like, people don't understand that when you're eating live cultures, like yogurt is just bacteria, but it's important bacteria. That acidophilus bacteria is a strong, healthy one. So if you can get that stuff in your body, it'll actually help battle against some of the other more aggressive, negative bacteria.
The candida. Like, that's, we watched that whole entire thing on that. Did you watch the whole thing, or do you know all about that?
It's a long infomercial is what it is. I actually posted it up on Twitter, and I didn't realize it was an infomercial till the end, but the facts in that infomercial are accurate. It's incredible how much money has been spent to ensure that people continue to use sugar and high fructose corn syrup and how bad that stuff actually is for you. Sugar and corn syrup are fucking terrible for you. And they're not just terrible for you because it's almost like a toxin. It's terrible for you because it feeds the unhealthy bacteria in your gut. And it encourages that shit to grow. And it can cause all sorts of like mental problems and emotional problems. And we're just not supposed to eat high fructose corn syrup. Like, that shit's not even supposed to exist. You're supposed to get your sugar from a fruit. It's supposed to be like a peach. It's delicious and it's sweet and it's natural, and your body knows exactly what to do with that shit. But if you get corn syrup in your body's like, what the fuck is this? How are you getting so much sugar in such a small package? Like, what the fuck has 19 grams of sugar in a tablespoon? Like, nothing in nature.
It doesn't even seem possible.
That info commercial was interesting because it showed how they got aspartame passed, and that was really scary because like Rumsfeld was involved and all this shit like that.
Totally true. Rumsfeld is one of the guys who got aspartame passed. It's a fact. You can look at it online. You can follow the documents. You can see the work that was done and all the lobbying.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus, it's fucking terrible.
They would take mice that got tumors from aspartame, cut out the tumors, and just say no, it doesn't have any tumors. Like, they did all this bullshit fucking like science just to like pass it.
Evil white dudes at the top of the ladder. That's my next book.
So I've been freaking out lately because I get like 5 Splendas in this Trenta iced coffee every day, and my dad's like, you can't have Splenda anymore. No more Splenda.
Why don't you just go with this shit, man? The stevia.
The stevia, yeah.
It's great. It's great. It's healthy. It comes from a plant. You don't even need a dash of it.
But isn't there like reports of even stevia being there's like weird science behind it?
Maybe, but you got to look into that stuff, because some of the reports that you get like online, especially like some of the reports that they were talking about in that little piece on Candida, talked about how the sugar lobby had come up with their own. Yes.
Agave.
Yeah, they went after agave, like, with their own research, their own fucking Fugazi research. Like, it's hilarious how much fuckery is involved in our nutrition and our health and our government itself. It's all completely corrupt. And that's just another example of it. It's just the reason why there's subsidies for corn. It's like everyone's making mad, crazy money. That's why. Let's keep this party rolling. Did you see that thing that
went around recently about the Subway bread?
What about it?
It had some crazy, like, I believe it was like formaldehyde type substance in it to keep it so, like, because, bread the yeast in bread shouldn't rise after like a few days.
Yeah.
Like, so while they freeze their bread and they keep it up, this chemical, like, there's this thing that was going around. My wife sent it to me again. She's the person always into all this kind of stuff. And it was like about this stuff and like how it broke down how like in Europe, they don't have any of this stuff in their food.
Yeah.
They really don't. Like they have such harder restrictions and regulations on what goes into food over there that it's always, it didn't dawn on me until the last couple of years, like why when I go there, I eat in good restaurants where there, I don't eat the fast food anymore as little as humanly possible, unless I'm starving somewhere and it's like, I gotta have a cheeseburger.
Right.
You know, so I always wonder why, man, I always feel clean and good when I come back from there, like a little bit different. And it's because the food's better, man. The food's cleaner.